Hey everybody, I just got off the phone with Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf, who didn't want to do a phone or video voice interview for now. Just wanted to talk about the post that I wrote regarding Dave Silver, the head of Oakland Promise, who is in the role of Director of Education for the Mayor of Oakland. But Gene Hazzard had sent, who is a longtime Oakland activist and photographer, who sent over the latest research he had done, which alleged that David had double dipped in 2016. So Libby wanted to address that, and I'll get to those main points right now, and then I'll talk about the rest of our conversation. This is 3 points. First of all, David Silver never double dipped. His total annual salary in 2016 was $155,000, not $292,000. In 2016, his salary was originally funded entirely by philanthropy. He never received $137,000 from the Education Fund, the fiscal agent for the Director of Education role, for working 10.5 months, January through mid-November. And after the City Council passed a resolution to accept a grant that will allow the Director of Education to be a city employee in November 2016, David received the rest of his salary, $17,884.75 from the City of Oakland for working 1.5 months, mid-November through December, which is the difference between $155,000 and $137,000. Point 2. In addition, his 2018 salary was not $261,000, thanks for correcting that, which was his total compensation that included benefits at a percentage typical of all city employees, when the actual salary was received was $161,097.96. Note, Transparent California plus W-2s from the City of Oakland payroll confirms the corrected numbers. 3. His actual salary is significantly lower than the city administration and Oakland Unified School District superintendent. Those are the 3 primary points. And then we talked about Oakland Promise, and Libby did confirm that Oakland Promise is, in a way, an offshoot of an organization called Oakland Cares, which has transformed into another organization. And it really is her expression of her concern that kids get early access to education at a young age. And even though the reports are that Oakland Promise has raised $33 million, her plan, the Oakland Promise plan as a whole, not just her, was to raise $35 million. And she has a new, it's called Generations Fund, to continue on that path. But she informed me that the actual total take of Oakland Promise is $61 million, $33 million, and then $29 million from another fundraising program she established personally approximately 2 years ago. So 61 million total, and then under the direction of Mia Bonta, Libby, the mayor of Oakland, is confident that Oakland Promise will be successful now and well into the future. We talked about, additionally, why there's a disconnect regarding what Oakland Promise does and the reality. And I had said perhaps that there should be some type of large gathering, kind of like on the scale of Oakland Sharing the Vision, which was in 1991, where we attracted 500 people to the Oakland Convention Center. And that was a goals and objectives kind of brainstorming session. But the whole point would be to tell people what Oakland Cares is about and get them to participate. Well, she informed me that actually they do that kind of of gathering on a semi-regular basis through the year, and they do attract up to 500 people per event. She said that she did admit, however, that they need to do more in terms of marketing to get the word out to more people. She also praised the council members for helping get Oakland kids involved. Right now, there are 1,400 scholarships out there. She wants to gain more as well. And her intent is to have what eventually may very well be a statewide initiative that creates, on a state of California level, a version of Oakland Promise. Let's call it California Promise. I'm not saying that's what the name is going to be. It just seems like a logical next step name. But in talking with Libby, it's quite clear that this is her passion program. And we then, interestingly, I was going to close it, and she says, "You didn't ask me about Measure AA." So I did. And I said, okay, you lost by four percentage points, 62% versus 66%. That's, I said, you lost by that much. And I said, aren't you just really upset with that 4 to 6% of the people that didn't vote on your side? And she goes, "No, I'm sad." And I said, "Come on, I know you. I've known her for 32 years. You're mad, aren't you?" And she goes, "Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sad." She goes, I said, "Come on." And she says, "Well, okay, yeah, I'm angry that a New York hedge fund got involved in funding the opposition to the Oakland Promise program and the ballot and the parcel tax, because we have enough problems caused by real estate developers and investors in Oakland." And she felt that a New York hedge fund helping to wage political war against the parcel tax was an expression of how little parts of the real estate community actually cared about what she was trying to do. And so I did ask her about the homeless situation. I said, but someone would say, well, okay, you've done Oakland Promise. Keeps wanting to say Oakland Cares. You've done Oakland Promise, but we have a gigantic homeless problem. And to cut to the chase, Mayor Schaaf said that she wants, before she leaves office, to do the same thing for the homeless problem in Oakland that she's done for the early childhood education problem in Oakland, and that is to, well, bring money to solve it and solve the homeless problem in Oakland. So that, in a nutshell, is our conversation. And I'm going to interview her again on other subjects, in person, video, my way next time. But it was a good conversation, and now you understand the other side of the article that I wrote based on what Gene Hazzard sent to me. But the bottom line is, Gene Hazzard, contrary to Gene Hazzard's point of view, the mayor of Oakland stresses that David Silver has never double dipped, and he is not making the same amount of money as the chief administrative officer or or the Oakland Unified School District superintendent. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube. Bookmark OaklandNewsNow.com and OaklandNewsOnline.com, Oakland's only blog aggregator. Thanks.